Hi, I'm CNN's Harry Enton, and I like stats. But what I love are statistics that tell us about who we are and the world we live in. So if you're curious about why ghost belief has quadrupled in the last 4 decades, or why cremation is now the way a majority of Americans enter the afterlife, or even why we stick with daylight saving time despite 70% of Americans wanting a different way, check out Margins of Error. Find it on Spotify.
Empire. Mixed reality meets broadcasting.
With the fast-changing viewer behavior, ambiguity of second screen broadcasting or streaming spots is changing too. This brings the quality of content into the spotlight, which means it has to be immersive.
That's Nish Sehgal, Global Managing Director of OSAI, a company looking to alter reality for traditional broadcasts. This is the Future Sport Podcast. I'm Bram Weinstein. First off, Happy New Year. And here is to heading into 2023, feeling like a pandemic will finally be behind us. As we do head into this new year, this show, of course, will continue to monitor how technology and sports are merging, and in the case of OSAI, in profound ways. Our guest this week is Nish Sehgal, who is the Global Managing Director of OSAI, which is a sports tech company that is powering digital experiences in live sports, and they are enhancing the sports broadcast and live streaming with real-time mixed reality. Hi, Nish. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Mark.
Nish, this is a young company. Can you kind of tell me about how it started and what you guys are doing?
All right. So we are a sport technology company founded with a vision to transform sporting experience with disruptive technologies. Our solutions transform data into real concrete value that not only help our B2B clients, but also add value in our B2C revenue streams. We aim to enable the big data revolution to solve the most demanding analytics, visualizations, and data-driven problems with uniquely optimized systems that not have no comparison in today's market proposal, if I may say. So when we say we are a young company, we basically came up with an idea in 2017. And we launched our go-to-market strategy early this year, which is January. After a long period of various assessments, technological studies, and analysis, we launched with pioneering business model for commercialization of the sports technology. And we created a blueprint that would take sports technology as a whole into a new era of commercial growth.
Okay, so tell me what that new era looks like in your view.
So we have designed and developed GPU-accelerated neural networks to provide disruptive business solutions to global clients. Our computer vision powered solutions can help betting companies, bookmakers, professional sports bodies, right holders, coaches, players, and all those who are involved with the business of sports. So to reshape sports into a dynamic and compelling proposition of 21st century fans and commercial partners alike, our business model is designed to facilitate a progressive and sustainable increase in value proposition, basically. And these are basically, I would say, we have a 3 cornerstone of our OSAI ecosystem. So the first one, I would say we are a dynamic new brand with vitality and aesthetics that is designed to resonate with the new generation of digital consumers and sport fans. In terms of technology, our solutions are powered with artificial intelligence and computer vision technology with advanced integrated tools and security and an appealing UI. In terms of our solutions, that is mixed reality analytics, we provide real-time deep data gathering, analysis, and visualization to transform the performance of athletes and at the same time delivering visually appealing content in real time to entertain and engage new age digital audiences.
Okay, let's talk about that last part. Give me an example. What would a viewer see that you are changing or altering or using mixed reality within a sports broadcast?
Okay, so let's talk a bit about sports broadcast, basically, so that I can link with this mixed reality. So sports broadcast remains the foundation of the sports industry and the main medium to consume sports. With the fast-changing viewer behavior, ambiguity of second screen broadcasting or streaming sports is changing too. This brings the quality of content into the spotlight, which means it has to be immersive, thrilling, engaging, and potentially be in real time. That's where mixed reality comes in. And pandemic has caused deep changes in the viewer behavior, probably deeper than we both can contemplate at the moment. And some players and spectators transition to esports as well. Others no longer wish to go through the inconvenience of the traveling to sport venues. We all know that now, actually. So there's a real possibility that viewers may find traditional sports simply aren't as dynamic as they once seemed. And the imperfection in the content quality due to sports happening in real time are now much more visible. This creates an opening that could be filled with mixed reality solution. So broadcasting or streaming sports in mixed reality allows enhancing the content with insights and dynamic eye-catching graphics or say animations that are always contextual. Mixed reality adds another layer of virtual information that interacts with the player, the ball, or the venue. Adding mixed reality to the broadcast feed allows the sports industry to connect with real time of sports with the on-demand culture. So when I say real time, basically it's really happening in real time. Real time mixed reality transforms the viewer's experience completely and very importantly in a non-disruptive way. And if I may say further, mixed reality sports not only offer a great viewing experience, but opportunities for enhanced brand partnerships at sporting events. It unlocks new form of digital assets inside the traditional broadcast, basically. This reduces the innovation risk for both broadcasters and sponsors and pushes the entire sports industry forward.
So, all right, explain to me how the support and the mixed reality and the graphics and the information that's being provided would be different than what's already being provided now by the sports leagues that have mountains of data that they decide to disseminate to their viewers during the course of a broadcast.
All right. So what happens in broadcast, basically, what you see as of now is the broadcast graphics, right, which has been produced using the old age technology. It's not a new age technology, I would say.
Right.
How this is different from our technologies because we are using computer vision and artificial intelligence, which means what you see on the screen basically is a high frame rate and in real time, basically, which I would say so for that because our technology we don't have any human involvement basically, or say it's all can be done remotely actually. So it's suppose if broadcast is happening somewhere in London and we are sitting somewhere in Moscow, we can manage every single thing from there only. So, and you can see this there actually.
So okay, so it's AI powered. The difficult part, I would think, and you can correct me if you think I'm wrong here, is contextually, will the AI know when to disseminate data that will be of interest within the course of a changing contest?
That's right. So our technology basically identifies and at the same time, basically, it finds the objects, moving objects, captures every single thing and produces the data accordingly in real time.
So the data is showing what kind of next generation stats of what is happening with the ball, how fast the player is going, something more detailed than that. Can you be specific about what we would see?
Yeah, sure. So if we talk about the sport of table tennis, which I would say our first sport which was launched basically. So in table tennis, what happens? You will see basically forehand, backhand, basically all these kind of analysis will be there. You will see the ball speed, right, in real time. You will also see the movement of the ball basically, where exactly it's landing actually. So you will see all these details on screen in real time. So usually if you look at the traditional broadcast, what happens is basically when you see on the screen, there's no information comes in basically, right? And all the information comes after some time, which is again done manually actually by the people those are sitting there and gathering all this data. With our technology, what happens is all the data during the live broadcast stream, and we produce on-screen analytics basically. So what we provide basically what we call it, in terms of analytics is there on screen, but at the same time we also provide high performance support after the game actually, which again gathers all the information in real time.
And then obviously gambling platforms. How do you see what you're incorporating, helping teams, leagues incorporate more sports gambling information?
All right. So when it comes to basically betting, what the solution, what we have basically. So again, I'll go back to basically what happens is in betting is that as of now, it's to transform the existing condition of human scouts, where the scout carries a device with an application installed to transport data basically. Our scouting system is a level up and has changed the scouting entirely. So global clients prefer our betting solutions because the whole process is cost saving and increases the accuracy rate without any human intervention, which means we don't need any human scout. If you are using our solutions, you don't need any human scout actually. And the accuracy rate is pretty high, right? Our scouting system captures many events at the same time that a human eye cannot see. Actually. So our technology transfer more data much faster than a human scout, which then makes it possible to open up new markets for betting companies. For example, in the sport of table tennis, in which square and how many times will there be a rebound? A maximum speed of a ball will be more or less. How many forehand or backhand will be actually? So these kind of data which we capture automatically. So this kind of information, our solution captures basically in real time.
So you believe that this will open the door for more micro betting opportunities within a match because of the speed of the data that is coming out and being disseminated?
Absolutely.
There's one other thing I want to touch on that you had kind of mentioned, and I wasn't totally sure I understood exactly what you meant by it, but by using the mixed reality and altering the broadcast to make it more immersive, are you suggesting that there is a way by which your technology will give a viewer the feel as if they are there, replicating the in-person experience?
Yes, of course. Basically, so what will happen is basically because new age consumers, right, new age audience, they would like to see more information basically, right? And they would like to see all those kind of things which engage them, which entice them basically, right? So this is what we do actually. We provide so much data, we provide so much analytics, we provide so much of information, on-screen information, which gives them a kind of a feel that they are sitting in front of basically, in front of, in a stadium only actually, because they're getting all this information, virtual information basically that interacts with them actually.
Is this in a VR type of forum, or are you looking strictly at traditional broadcasting?
So as of now, what we have is basically our mixed reality solutions are basically for adding a value into a traditional broadcast,
right,
and the streaming basically. Yep.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about who you're working with now and how it's being incorporated in real time so far?
So for if you talk about my association with OSAI is basically it's been very good, I would say, and it's been very entertaining, I would say as well, because this is something which market is demanding right now, the technology, because new age consumers, they would like to see all these kind of things, as I said earlier as well, right? And to me, basically how I see is the sport technology, right? The market was valued at 17.9 billion sometime in 2021 and is expecting to reach about 14.2 billion by 2026 at a CAGR of 17.5% between 21 to 26, right? So I believe that by being with OSAI or, considering my past experience, last 19 years of experience in the sports business, where I was working with different organizations. So considering this, basically the movement is of this sport technology, it's changing so fast, and the audiences are demanding so much new things within the sport broadcast. And I believe that this is the right time to basically take this technology to the next level.
Nish Sehgal is the Global Managing Director of OSAI. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Ram. Thanks so much.
On the next Future Sport podcast, as we get set for the NFL playoffs, a former GM discusses his think tank for the future of the league.
Because of the way technology is now and sharing film, it's a lot of different things, but the fact that you can watch film or share cut-ups, those things can be done virtually, which is, a huge advancement. And for the coaches, as I always tell them, we're here to serve them.
That's former Jets GM and Dolphins executive Mike Tannenbaum on his new site, The 33rd Team, which uses years of experience to analyze the game and provide opportunity to future members of front offices. That will do it for this episode. As always, the future is now. This is the Future Sport Podcast. I'm Bram Weinstein.